Hey, howdy. Don't ask about the title. I don't know. I'm wondering if it was a good title. I don't know why. You know, it ringed out. What is it? It's kicking A and taking names. Um, and so I thought creating plays and taking names kind of sounded the same, so I went with it, but it makes no sense. So, yeah, there's that. You know, whatever. Didn't say all my titles are going to make sense. Sheesh. But anyhow, length. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh okay. I'm trying to figure out. I put in a conditional on my. Well, I'm going to be putting a conditional in on my Y setting here, and I actually want it to be like. Well, I'll set that to 5. 5? No. I want to set that to. What do I want that at? It was 7. Let's go with 5. Let's see if that's any better. And then we're going to change this one. And this one is going to be 12. Let's see what this does. And this is supposed to be the same as it is on the play editor, which is 20. 24? Oh, maybe it's not that way. 24 seems pretty wide. Oh, no, that's the overall height. Yeah. Overall height is 17. Let's see what that does. Set that back to 17. And then let's see what this does. That's probably a bit much. Let's increase that. We'll go down to 14. Give myself some more breathing room here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I had to put a conditional in to allow for my quarterbacks or my punter to be in here for all my special teams plays. And they have to stand like way back here. So I needed to make enough room. But I also needed to make it so that when my defense was on, I had enough room in the opposite direction, which I did not set well here. So we're going to go... Did I not do that right? What is the... If it isn't 12... What is 12? So we got center Y. It's almost way up there. I need to change this to like 8. I don't know. That didn't help. Is it smaller I need to go with? Alright, something's not working. It's not moving at all. Why is that not doing anything? When I change the offense, it's actually pretty good. It's dragging out that way. But I am not moving. My defense is not changing position. I'm still crammed way the heck up here. I don't think defense is swapping. Formation.type. Selected formation. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. That's going by the formation that's selected. No, I think the filter is wrong. On select formation. For formations. Use effect. Formations, array. Not quite. I cannot use the selected formation as that. Not quite. I need to use the filter value. Wait a minute. Formations position. There's something that's filtering these. Wait a minute. This formation selected his array. Formations.length. Oh, you know what? I wonder if my formation type is actually defense, though. That's probably the problem. It's not defense. It's probably like D. Gotta remember my own seed data values. There's just too many things I'm creating along the way here. Yeah, it's off-def special teams. There is no position. So it's 2. Off-def special teams. Why does that keep moving in like that? Off-def special teams, and the number is 2. I don't think that worked either, but I will try to move this up. Should be significant difference if it's going to work. Nope, it's not working. It's not off-def special teams? What the heck is it? Can I break here? All right, let's try that. It is off. Oh, I probably need to take this out. All right. See if we're any closer with that. All right, we're going to go here. Still looks the same as it should. Aha! That worked. That worked. Perfect. Okay. It's probably a bit more than I need. Ultimately, I think what I might do is shrink my my formation screen now. I don't think I need as much space now that I'm able to toggle a little bit, which will make things way nicer. So if I do something like change my Y to, let's say, 13 for comfort. Just give it a little bit more breathy space. And I could probably drop this to an 11. I could probably change my container height. Let's see what that does. Let's see how much yeah, okay, let's try that. All right, so let's go ahead and change my container height again. Shrink these back down a little. Let's go with 150. see what that sets up for me. Makes it a little friendlier looking. We didn't squish too much, did we? Everybody's not cramped. Nope, nobody's cramped. Although it's getting close, but I can always spread it out a little by taking out some more wide size. Change it. Let's use just the 10. Do I need more than 10? I don't think I need more than 10. Which would mean dropping this down to like a 8. Probably going to want to move that up a little bit more, though. We'll change that to, oh, let's take it to 2. Maybe it's too much. What's the defense look like? Defense actually doesn't look too bad. Whole goal, oops. The whole point of this is to get this in a way that, no, a 2 is probably a bit much. Let's bring that around. Change that to a 4. Punter's going to have to be back. If this is 5, that's 10. This is 15. Yeah, I guess we're okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that should probably work. And then I'm still thinking I could maybe shrink a little bit more. I wonder if I could get, if I squished it more though. And I really like the spacing. It is way better. Still think maybe I can take, if my length is only 9, where the heck is it going? Because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at 8, and if I go to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like my grid is off my grid. Because 7, it's actually, it's weird because it counts the other way. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But 7 would be, I'd be on this side of the line. So this is technically on the other side. But I'm on this side, so I'm putting things before that number. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, and then we have to go before it. So we'd be right before it if I went with like a 9. Which would put me right up against the edge. Because 9 would be right here. Because 10 is the end. So 9 here, 8. Yeah, all right, let's try. 9. If this is 10, you'd be on this side. 9 would be on this side. 8. It's only going to move 1. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I guess that works. So I got my defense. Then we got the offense. Now, offense doesn't need as much space, but when I put a punter in, it will. Punters and kickers are going to be back here. So gonna have to make that room. In theory, I could shrink it, but I don't know if I want to. I change the length. I was thinking maybe squish it down and go to a what happened? All right, let's look at it. Let's go look at a y of 9. Or let's go to look at a y of 9. Actually, let's go look at a y of 8. Why not? And then we'll change this to a 7. And we'll change this to a, I don't know, a 2. All right, so we got formation. Still a bit much. Probably don't need that much. I'll go ahead and get away with the 3 here. All right, so let's squish it a bit more. We'll bring it down to like a 130. I'll do this to a 2 after all. See, my goal is that when I go to a third row, I could maybe I'm going to change this guy to let's try to go down another 20. I don't know if it's too little, but we'll find out. All right, so we're going to go look at the defense. Defense is fully on there. Offense is fully on there and should have room for the punter back here. 5, 10, 15, yeah. I think I could work with that. Ten, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I think that works. All right, let's do that. I'm hoping when I end up with a third row of fields. Yeah, three's a lot, but I would like to squish it even this way. But my fields are going to get pretty squashy. Things are going to get pretty tight. I would probably be better off if I could narrow the gaps in between them. Just kind of position them closer. I'd like to get back to a 4th one, but I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't think there's enough space for 4. Yeah. I'd have to squish my things to uncomfortably close because that's only 1. Yeah, there's not enough. All right, so I guess we're doing 3s. 3s it is for now. All right. That's as tight as that's going to get for the moment. The only option I have is that my pop-up could move upward. It's already in the center, so I'm hoping it stays in the center. So if it is, that means it'll move up here, and then I just don't have as much scrolling zone. But, you know, what can I expect? Oh, that squishes it together. It'll get squishy there. And we're off the field. I need to figure out a way to minimize my screen. I don't know what dimensions this is, but it's about the best dimension size. But let's get to it. All right, what's next? I created some plays. Not nearly enough, but I've got a few plays. I need to figure out a way to probably implement the load plays feature. I just don't know how I want to do that. And I probably need to have some, I need to put in a button for the special formations. Here's a problem. What happens when you set up a return defense? Oh, I'd have to have like 30 yards of... I'd have to have like 30 yards of space. I probably won't do that. I'll probably just have a special condition for the returner. He just goes back whatever distance, I don't know. He has to go back to be ready. He'll go back to the 5 or 10, I guess. I don't know. How do you... People are good at judging where the ball's going to land. I mean, they almost always end up in the right place, right? Unless they... Yeah, sorry, I was eating chocolate. But I need a playbook. Do I have plays now? I think I do. I need to have a list of plays so I can select them. So we're going to go to the play editor. I'm going to try to give myself... I wonder if I... All right, let's go to the playbook. We are in the playbook. Let's go to plays in the playbook. All right, so let's implement when the plays tab is selected. I should have a... So that component there is the playbook component. That's the plays play editor component. So yeah, when the plays tab is selected, I should... Do I want just to be in the component? I probably should just put it in the component now. All right, let's go to the play component. Playbook component. That's this guy. Doesn't have much in it. All right. This needs to be updated now. This needs to be updated now. It should, like the play editor, it should, comma, like the play editor, have an offense / defense selection option. That will act as a filter for the plays shown. When offense is selected, screen should be split with available plays, all the plays with def special team equals 1. special team equal 1. And owned by the player. Owned by the user. And on the right, there should be a selected plays. You know, I don't know how I want to do this. I don't know if I want the available plays to have like their own big gigantic list. I want like the available plays to be like, because you can put a lot of plays in your playbook. You can put them all in there or none of them, or put few of them in there. But I'm trying to think of the best way to add these plays to the playbook. I want the plays to show let's see, I'm going to click over here quick. This is the game plan. This is the playbook. This is the plays and play editor. Okay, so let's just let's continue on. This needs to be updated now. It should. Like the play editor, have an offense-defense selection option that will act as a filter for the plays shown. When offense is selected, I'm trying to decide how to add plays to the. I've seen a few games do it differently. Football Head Coach 25 kind of does an interesting thing. I'm gonna bring this over here just to show as an example. So Football Head Coach Head Coach 25. I think this is the one. Is this the one? I think so. So I think this one has plays that you can, oh, I have a new version out. Okay. So it is keeping up to date. What is that game? Yep. Oh. Still installing? Yes. I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Maybe it's not. So this is a, it's got a card collecting process, much like all these other games. Um, this might not be the one I'm thinking of though. I it's got a little bit of management in it. You can get players, but they're not like normal players. You can put them into free agency, which just means to get some money back and buy other players. It's so oops. Let's do it. Hey, okay. Um, I like to clean my stuff, even if I'm not going to play it. Okay, so let's go look at the team. Upgrades available. They kind of have an interesting. I don't know if I like the way this does this, but you know, you can slowly improve your team. My team does okay on this game. It's not great, but this I don't see. I don't see the thing I was gonna show. Train, fitness coach, player training. You have to join a league first. I'm not in a league. Weekend league, quick game. This is the one I was saying before that does an okay job of the filtering. If you're going to see a game with minimal filtering or minimal simulation, at least this one tries. You're like, that's a really low bar, Ken. Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of how it is sometimes. You get really low bars. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty close game. It looks like 72-8, 72-7. Um, so you can see there's not much going on with the stands. And really, all you have a card that shows. Whoa, what did he like fumble the ball in the opening kick or something? Jeez. Oh, this is just. I have it on scores only, so looks like he's gonna score now. So whatever. But they show you the offensive guy, and he moves. I was kind of thinking I was going to do this at first. That's how minimal I was going to do. And then I kind of started thinking, and I thought, well, I'll put cards in for every player so they can at least all be on the field. And then um, I was kind of starting to think that's just a little too minimal. I don't like the stand setup. It's got a decent looking field. It's nice and big. Um, I think you could get more players on. It's taking advantage nicely of the size of my screen, which is kind of cool. It just sizes it out to the size of the screen, so that works out pretty well. Um, it's kind of cool. It shows you which players are stopping the plays. And this is only scores. So if there's a lot of scores, game goes slower. But if there's not a lot of scores, then it goes pretty fast. So just like that, I'm back in. So it kind of looks like I'm gonna win this, but this is not the one I was thinking of. So we'll go look. Which one was it? It had. Oh, you know the one that might be doing the plays is it Playmakers? Playmakers is a terrible game though. Oh, yeah, this game's going fast. No, Playmakers is got terrible simulation, but it has ways to upgrade your guys. It's weird. For a game that looked like we were pretty evenly matched, I'm really kind of routing this guy. One thing I've noticed is rarely ever a turnover for a score on this game. I don't think I've ever seen one actually. He's got half the score. Half my score. Okay, so this isn't the one. But again, minimal stats. kind of shows you what each player did. I don't know how much it actually does for those guys, but that's not the one. Let's go look at a different one. The game I'm thinking of. Which one was it? It's not Big Win Football. Retro Bowl doesn't do plays. Maybe it is NFL 2K Playmakers. Did I uninstall it? No, it's right here. I'm not sure. What would this game do with plays, though? Another one of these update. Dang it. This is another game that has plays in it, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it does have plays. Which game has plays? Oh, see, now it has the graphics look kind of cool, but they're terrible. They're like videos. They are exactly the same runs every time. So it looks like it's doing cool stuff, but it's really just a video. It's lame. This little feature of it is kind of cool. The kind of the fantasy football kind of implementation. But I don't think that's the one I want either. Is it done? No, it's still going. Let's go look at a different one. I don't think that one's it either anyway. Which one is it I wanted to mention? Is it FLM 25? Football League Manager? Nah. That one doesn't have anything. Well, Football Goat. Let's go look at the goat. Or not. Alright, well, let's try NFL. Oh, my whole phone crashed. Hello? I think I killed my phone. Can't show you this example because my phone is going to blow up here. That's what I get for trying to open two at the same time. So FLM25 might be a problem. I don't know how you're supposed to reboot. I mean, I guess I could just shut my phone off. But oh well. Anyway, the idea was... Jeez. Oh, okay, so it's starting it. Oh, this uses Unity. It said Unity at the Football Goat. Okay, so Football Goat. Oh, maybe this is it. No, maybe it's not. Oh, this is the one where you're playing a single player. That's not it. That's not it. Well, it does goofy sims. The sims on this are like instant. It's just sims. Bam. You did this. You had this kind of game. It's like, oh, okay. So that's not a good one either. A lot of these games are pretty basic. So, okay, so my list changed. American Football Champs? I really don't remember which one it is. My team. Well, this one has a bunch of paywalls. A bunch of paywalls. I don't care. So yeah, play. Ball's back. Now this one doesn't have much of anything. Yep, that one's not good either. A lot of these games are really pretty bad. Madden has plays, but I don't think you get them the same way, and it doesn't it lays them out okay. I can't remember, man. Maybe it was. What is Rivals? NFL Rivals. I wonder how they get the NFL logo. I feel like that's It's like I wonder what they did. Oh my gosh, all these games have an update on them. They all have. They must have all put out something new lately. Well, hopefully it'll reconnect here. Oh, this one ain't it either. So I guess I don't remember. One of these things had a way to add plays to your play. Hmm. Alexa, turn off Firestorm. All right, well, I had a goal. I had a purpose of why I was showing you these games, but apparently they are not interested in being helpful today. And it is quite possible Big Win Football. That one doesn't have plays in it, though. Pretty sure Touchdown Glory doesn't either. Retro Bowl doesn't have plays in it. One of these had plays in it, I tell ya. One of them had plays. Can't remember what it is, but it did. This is one of those games that it has so much potential, but then I realized, oh, here we go. It does have plays. Okay. So the way you add plays, I think, it's like, well, you had an offense and defense. Oh, well, maybe catalog. That's your gear, your players, and your plays. But I thought you had a way that it would let you add plays to your playbook, but not seeing it. This game's weird because it has these plays that says 0 to 29, 0. See how it's an or? It's 0 or plus 29. So you're either going to get nothing or 29. And it's weird because if you get, it's like and it just depends. They're all win or lose. You either win, you either get it or you don't get it. So it makes it really kind of strange. So you don't fall in the middle. And if you just got low odds on some of them because they're hard to succeed at. I'm trying to see if I can get this to load. Why isn't it showing up, man? Put it on the screen. Be helpful. I don't know why it's being such a pill. Oh, here it is. That's the one I think I wanted. Plays. Yeah, okay. All right, so if I can get this to show it to you, that would be fantastic. Maybe. Come on, don't be a pill. What is the problem, man? Oh, you know what? Let's try to make this easy. I don't think this matters, but let's see if this will matter. I don't know why this would matter in the least, but who knows. Supposedly you can connect through Bluetooth too. I haven't figured out how to do that yet though. It might be faster and more reliable. But all right, let's try something else. This don't work. I think I'm gonna have to bail on the idea. It's normally not a problem like this, but I've done this on many occasions, and it's got the best connection going right now. I wonder if there's a way to do this. I don't know why it won't connect. This calls app transfer. Sync. Photos. Huh. This just does not want to connect today. Don't know why, but it is uninterested in being useful. All right, well, whatever. Okay, well, I guess I can't show this to you. Can't get my phone to connect correctly. And supposedly there was a way to do this through Bluetooth, but it is not. Yeah, well, that's definitely on, but oh well. C'est la vie. Let's kill this nonsense. Doesn't want to work. I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to try and restart it. What, did it not load? Hey, we got it. Okay, so so this is what this app does. Okay, so you have these plays, which is kind of what I'm thinking I like. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I don't know what I can do in React. But I like this slidey screen at the bottom. So if I go here, 3 to 8. So I've got 3 to 8 plays. It looks like only 3. But if I had more, I could move it. But notice how this slides over. That's a Unity thing, I think. But and maybe you could do something like that in React. I don't know, but I kind of like the idea of being able to select plays from like a bottom screen that's smaller plays, and then the big plays that are actually in your playbook. They break it down quite a bit. They got the 1 to 2 yards, like if you're doing really short yardage stuff, 3 to 8 yards. They got 9 to 19 yards, 20 plus. Um, and you can get plays. And that's kind of what I was thinking. I like the idea of giving plays, more plays to work with, more options. This doesn't I don't know how many plays this game has. I mean, you can only have, what, 6? Well, that one lets you have 8. That's 8. So you can have 8 plays, I think, per thing. I'm assuming you can get more if you have more. Some may not have more, but I think it's 8 plays. So that's possibly what, 32 plays plus whatever special teams plays there are. Maybe this is max 6 on this one, so it could be like you have 12, 18 plays on offense, and then you can go over to your defense, go to look at the plays. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait, do you not have defensive plays? Or am I looking at this wrong? Do you not have defensive plays? Oh, okay, this game doesn't do defensive plays. Huh. Okie doke. So, yeah, you don't have defensive plays, but whatever. I mean, that's not a thing. But here's all your plays. The selections of what you can have are at the bottom. It's kind of an interesting approach. I like it. And I could see maybe doing something similar with the separation of the plays. I haven't decided what my layout of like players are going to be. I'm going to have a different location for that, a different area of the game where you handle players and whatever they are. I don't know yet how it's going to look on the Unity app. Once I get it set up, maybe in React, I'll probably start doing it in Unity to some extent. I got to start plugging in all this React crap into into Unity though. I got to start making a Unity app, start putting together the other parts, which would be really kind of cool to have all that. But I'm just trying to get things plugged in so I can make sure it all works. So I'm kind of leaning. I don't know. There's not very many games I've seen. Let's go look at Madden. Let's see how Madden does plays. I think Madden gives you quite a few plays too. The thing is, Madden is weird on phone. I don't even think it's a complete game, to be honest. I don't know why. It looks nice, but I haven't seen a regular gameplay yet. All I've seen is you do these little weird things, and I can't figure out my way around. I have not been able to figure my way around this app yet. So, like, what is this draft? Madden Heroes. I don't know what that is. Future Stars. Buy to unlock. Diamond. These are just Madden versus Madden NFL versus Season 2 begins. Compete in the newest fast-paced competitive mode where every match presents ever-changing scenario-style challenges combining with fantasy scoring. Trigger. See, this is see, and then this is weird. Like, I don't. What do you have? And then. Boo. All right. Oh, gosh. This is another one where you're picking players. Got trades. Training. This is a weird game. Madden is, I don't know what kind of ratings it gets. And this is, the game is totally based on the power of your cards, right? So you got power of cards. Yeah. You got guys, team diamond, player trade, trophies, players, player select, resources, player trade in, sugar rush, draft. Yeah, this one doesn't do plays either. There's a lot of games that really don't give you plays. At least not on the phone. There are not a lot of phone games that give. Oh wait. Oh, I just saw a thing that said playbook. Aha! Here it is. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So they have. I don't know what. Some of these are weird. What? Spacing, wide receiver. Some of these have strange backgrounds. They're plain backgrounds. Some of them are blue. Level switch. Levels Y sail. Spider 2 Y banana. Middle slant. Post drag. Huh. Anyway, so these are your. This is how Madden does their things. They don't really have a way to select. 4 of 8, 4 of 7. You just get them and they're just in your playbook all the time. Is that something people would want? Is like every play you get just automatically in the playbook? That would make it easy. Playbook budget. You got to spend. Wait, what? What does that mean? How does a budget work? Choose plays from the 4 available categories to add to your favorites. Each play has an associated cost and provides a boost to your lineup. Really? That's weird. To increase your overall budget, upgrade your user account. Of course. Pay more money, give us stuff. So I don't know how, this is all your plays, and then the favorites are the plays you can pick from, I guess. During the game, you have those plays, which is kind of weird. Guess you can add more, but look, they give you 10, 5, 5, 5 cheapy ones, and then the next ones are 55, 50, 50, 40. So you can add like 2 other plays. That's all you get. It doesn't have defense, it looks like. There is no defensive playbook, which is weird. Why is there no defensive playbook? Because you do defensive play selections. If there is one, I just don't see it. That's probably what it is. I'd go likely that I just don't see it, because new offensive playbook. I don't want an offensive playbook. Is there like a defensive one that I just missed? Oh, defense. And then playbook. Nope, but still defensive playbook. Still, I'm sorry, still offensive playbook. I don't know. Wasn't I on defense a minute ago? Defense. New offensive playbook 100. I don't want it. Huh. Well, whatever. I was going to look at the defensive playbook. Apparently that's not an option. So I guess you don't choose your defense. Whatever. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit with defense, I guess. All right, well, whatever. Items. None. Wallet. Unclaimed players. So that's Madden for you. Madden is a weird one. I mean, it does have real players, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think it's that great. So far, none of them impressed me. This is the only one that really has a play selection that separates the plays you have from the plays you are using. And if you're going to put 100 and some plays into the game, throwing them all into the player's playbook is probably not the best. However, there maybe they all go into the playbook until you have a minimum number of plays. And then after that, they have extra plays that they can tweak. Because you got to have all the plays in the playbook until you have too many of something. Or you know, like you can't go less than, you can't take plays out until you're like, you have 10 of everything or something. Because the game has to have something to select from. So you might get like a few of every kind of play. Kind of like this one does, actually. Because see, like when you go to the playbook on here, they do have 6. And notice how none of them go unassigned. So you get a new play, it automatically becomes one of your 6 or 8 in this case. Or your, 8 here. And then you've got extra. But I want to be able to allow people to put more plays in. I'm not going to limit them. They have to have a minimum number of plays. And I think having some set of plays will make them be strategic about what plays are in the game. Alexa, what's the typical size of an active NFL playbook?
An NFL playbook can vary in size, but it typically ranges from a few hundred to over 800 pages. It contains detailed information about football formations, plays, and the responsibilities of each player.
Well, I saw online, I was looking at like a 2012 Falcons playbook, which of course they've changed. But they don't really have plays. They have play calls. And they have a complicated play call system. So what is actually the play call would be something like twins right, go center, 32 go or something. And so twins right would be like something over the two receivers on the right, which is over here. And then on me to you it's over here. But the 32, what they said was like the 3 is silent, doesn't mean anything. The 2 references the player, the position that's going to be that, and usually that meant like the first or second running back. And then it would be go, which would be like you might run a go route, you might go out and just go out. But I don't know how that tells the other receivers what to do. So I mean, a lot of these, if you look at them, like halfback stretch, right? That's a running play, so it's basically just telling you what the running back's going to do. But let's say, let's go to middle screen, weak outside zone. Oh, they didn't have a lot of receivers. What's one with more than one route? I noticed like look at these plays. None of them have, they're all single player routes. They have one player who gets the ball. I guess that's because it's an all or nothing, right? It's going to succeed or it's not. So it's always going to the same person, and maybe it succeeds or it doesn't. So these are terrible plays to mimic. So so the names are easy because you only have to say what the one player who's going to get the ball is going to do. Holy moly! Boo! That's all I got to say. Boo! All right, let's go look at Madden again. We're gonna. I have to decide how my plays are going to be loaded. I'm struggling with the loading process. What is the best way to do this? I want to give So if I gotta have short, medium, long plays, they kind of did it that way, short, medium, long. Actually, they did short, medium, long, and super long. short, medium, short, medium, long, and super long because they have like 1 to 2 yard plays, which are running plays or short dives and that kind of stuff. And then they have short, which I guess could be screens or 5 yards or less. Medium, what they say, 10, 10 to 20 yards. And then long is 20 plus. Well, mine, I have short, medium, and long, but mine are like short is 5 or less. And medium is like 15 or less. 10, 10 to 15. And then long is anything over that, 20 plus. So that's kind of how I look at it. Medium is that 10 to 20 range. Short is anything under. You're not really going, and nobody's really intending to go really deep. 10 yards is not far. I mean, I do have screens, short, medium, long, and I think that's a short. I think that's just a short. So I don't know how you break them up. I guess if you have hundreds of plays, maybe more division is good. Because if you have short, medium, long. Actually, I thought I said screens. I think screen is actually an option. Short is like five to 10, but a screen is like behind the line of scrimmage. So it's actually a fourth level, but a lot of games have screens. But a screen is a type of pass. It's not really a range. I mean, it is, but you probably have other guys that are out there running farther. In fact, every play could have 2 to 3 different ranges. Just because it's a 20-yard play doesn't mean every player is running 20 yards. It just means you've got guys that are going 20 yards. They're going out for a big play. And you may have 3 guys running short on that same play, but it's still a 20-yard play. You got 1 guy going deep and 3 guys going short. So that could also be a short or medium play or short play. So plays can vary as to whether or not they qualify in a particular area. So there's overlap. So really it's a filter to have cards in, but it doesn't mean that that's a play that's exclusive to that. Especially with passing plays, you have guys running all over the field. So if you just want to make sure you have enough, I think at every position you need to have at every range you should have at least 3 plays, and then no, probably at least 4. So there's an option for every play or every position of the selection criteria. So I think I'm going to have to come up with a good way to do that, but I think I want to have the plays in your playbook show up. I gotta go to bed. Tomorrow I think I work on plays more. I gotta get this playbook going, but I'm mapping it out in my head, the best way to do that. And right now what that is trying to get a good layout that's going to work. Plus I don't know if I don't really want to copy somebody else. I mean, I like the idea, but what's a good way? How about I can continue with my pop-up plan, and so those would be available plays. I think what I would do is until you get all the required numbers, which would be 4 of every type of play. Sure, there's a strategy there. I'll mull it over. I'll come up with something tomorrow. I'll start popping things out.